Hi YouTube, today I'm going to make a video on my 1974 Hoover Junior model 1346. Now, as you can see, this machine is, in my opinion, pretty much mint. And no, I'm not talking like a chav, I mean it is mint condition. There is no sun bleaching to this at all. Apart from the plug, it's all original. And the best thing about it is it only cost $19.99. Now, the reason why this was being sold in the first place was due to the fact, to quote the seller, the fan belt had disconnected. Now, anyone who's worked on a Junior or knows what Juniors are like will know that all you have to do is simply unhook it and put it back on. Now, when I got it, it was pretty much in this condition. There's a bit of the usual dirt. There was a bit of dirt around here, obviously, because it's probably not been taken off in a while. The bag had a little bit of dust in it, but overall, it was usable straight out of the box, really. And when I got it, the belt was simply just rested like that, and that's the original belt it came with. It had a brand new belt in, which I find quite funny. Now, first to show you the underside, you'll see that even though it was in real good condition, I've still cleaned this, as I do with all my machines. And as you can see, there is its brush roll. It's obviously had a new brush roll at some point, because you can see those bristles are still very stiff, and they're not sparse, or there's none missing. As you can see, the beaters are in good condition. And just overall, this brush roll runs very smooth and is in very good condition. So yes, there it is, the undershot, so to speak. And that is Hoover's activator, Hoover's agitator, which was the name for this brush roll. And this is the Junior, well, all the Junior range, that had the slogan, "It beats as it sweeps as it cleans," as it beat the carpet with the beater pads, as it swept or sweeps the carpet with the brush roll, as it cleans, as it sucks it up. So yes, hence why they had that slogan. Now, Juniors are very good machines. However, the older 70s style in any machine before the move to the U1104 style, they all had these round belts, which were notorious for constantly snapping. Because I've known people before said, "Oh, I had a Junior," and I often thought, "Did you though?" And then they say, "Oh yeah, the belt always snapped." And that's how I always know that they actually did. I always ask people, "Oh, did the belts always snap?" And if they say, "Oh no, they didn't," then I know that they probably didn't have one. Or they probably had a later one. So yes. Oh dear. Right. As you can see, I'll take you around to the bag. The bag has been it's first of all got hand washed, just to check that the colour wouldn't run and just to get rid of large bits of dirt. And then I put it in the washing machine with 2 Ariel liquid tabs, Daz powder, surf powder, Lenore Unstoppables. Those things are brilliant for vacuum bags, can I just say. And some Comfort, just to make it a little bit softer. And as you can see, it obviously worked. The bag is very clean. And the Lenore Unstoppables are very, very good. I can't recommend them enough. I wouldn't recommend them for clothes, as they're full of known irritants, but for vacuum bags, if you're a collector who's watching this, Lenore Unstoppables. Brilliant. As you can see, there is the inside. I'll just take the bag out for you. I've not really used this machine much, so the bag has a little bit of stuff there. As you can see, this is the bottom fill design, which the tube goes up to about here. On the later ones, the fill tube went all the way up to the top of the bag and curved over, like on the 1012, hence why the bag is much taller on them. But yes, and the bag is held on by this little rubber belt type thing. But yeah, as you can see in there, it's all been cleaned. I do prefer this older style of bag, and my reason being is I like the way how they inflate. They don't really inflate when they're new. For some reason, bags I find, especially on dirty airs or juniors, they take a little bit of time to fully inflate. So take a few uses. I don't know why that is fully. I don't know whether it's just... I have a theory that it's due to the dust trapping the pores of the bag and making it inflate more just throughout the use. But I'm probably wrong. There is the cable. As you can see, I've thoroughly cleaned it all. It's no real dirt on it at all. The thing with cables is you can get a pristine machine. Oh, that rhymes. You can get a pristine machine, and more often than not, the cables will be dirty. And I've heard people complain about it. And when you think about it, this machine's 39 years old. No, 41 years old. Sorry. And this cable has just been constantly lay on the floor, basically. So it's been sort of trapping people's dirt for that long, so obviously you have to expect that to be a little bit dirty. But yes, that was the quick little overview of the machine. I'll show you it running, as that is probably what most people come here to watch. Just take that off there. Oh, a few of you may be wondering, where is this cord clip? And it is in the bag. There it is. Reason for that being in there is because I may have forgot to put it on when I was putting the machine together, and the way how this plug is designed is a little bit strange to try and get the wires out. And I'd already put it all back together again, and I couldn't be bothered to take it apart and put that back on. I will probably do that soon, as it does irritate me. I'm going to plug that in. There we go. I've got it on setting 3. Now, the 1346 model, which was... The first one was brown with a pumpkin orange front cover on, was the first to have the 4-position height adjustment, I believe. Oh no, it wasn't, sorry. It was this style of 1346. Sorry about that. That was the first to have the 4-positioned height adjustment. Before that they only had 2, which in my opinion was a little bit pointless. But, oh well, what can you do? Anyway, here we go. So there was the Hoover Junior 1346 in action. Now the motor doesn't sound at its best at the moment due to the fact that I've only just took it apart and put it back together a few days ago, so I'm just waiting for those carbon brushes to reseat themselves. Hence why it sounds a little bit archy when you turn it off. But overall, I'm very happy with this machine. I do love the colour. The dark blue colour, it's a very rich colour. It's very nice. So yes, there was my Hoover Junior 1346 in action. Thank you for watching, and I'll be doing some more uploads very soon.